Okay, guys, so in this video, we're going to announce some recent news. Tesla has announced a 5-for-1 stock split. And I think that they're basically doing this using the same strategy that Apple did recently with their 4-to-1 stock split. And that is just to kind of make the price cheaper, just to make it look more affordable to the average investor, especially Robinhood investors and employees. So before I read the announcement on the 5-for-1 stock split, guys, please smash the like button because it really helps out. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the announcement was posted on Electric. It says Tesla announces 5-for-1 stock split, and the stock it jumped in and after hours. So as you can see here, there's an announcement made on the website. It says Tesla announced today that the board of directors approved and declared a 5-for-1 stock split of Tesla's common stock in the form of stock dividend to make stock ownership more accessible to employees and investors. Each stockholder of record on August 21st, 2020 will receive a dividend of 4 additional shares of common stock for each then held share to be distributed after close of trading on August 28th. Trading will begin on a stock split adjusted basis on August 31st. So basically what's going to happen, guys, well, basically for every 1 share of Tesla you own, you're going to get 5 shares. So for you guys out there that maybe you only own a fractional share of Tesla, so let's say maybe you only own half a share, you guys will have 2.5 shares. Now this will be done automatically through whichever brokerage or stock trading app you're using. Just make sure that you own the stock as of August 21st. But to be safe, I would actually buy the stock a few days before that date, because perhaps maybe you just forget to buy it, or just to make things safe. I always like to do things. So if I'm trying to buy a stock to get the dividend, I always like to buy it at least 1 day before. And the same thing with the stockholder of record. I would definitely try to acquire the stock before the 21st, just to make sure you're guaranteed to get the extra 4 shares. Now, this really doesn't do anything in terms of giving you a larger investment in Tesla, because all it's going to do is reduce the stock price. It's going to basically divide it by 5. So as of recording this video, Tesla stock is trading big. It's up big at after hours, and it's trading at around $1,500, something like that. So after this adjustment, this Tesla stock should be trading at around $290, around $300, depending on how high the stock goes. And this is basically the same thing that Apple has done, but it doesn't really change anything. It doesn't change the percentage of the company you own. It's just going to increase the number of shares outstanding. So I believe at the last time I checked Tesla, I'll let you guys know exactly how many shares outstanding there are in Tesla. Okay, so I pulled up my calculator. So according to Yahoo Finance, I'm just checking it on my phone. So I want to keep reading. I want to keep this article up and show you guys on the calculator. There's about 186 million shares outstanding currently, and then this number is going to be multiplied by 5. So that means that we're going to have about 930 million shares outstanding of Tesla. So what this will do is basically what I've seen a lot of other big tech companies do, companies like Microsoft, companies like Apple. They issue many shares because they continue to do stock splits over and over again. And also, this is a really good sign for Tesla as it heads towards this S&P 500 inclusion. It doesn't really affect institutional investors who have big bank and big bank accounts and lots of liquidity, and when they're investing billions and billions of dollars and building out their mutual funds and index funds to resell to investors. But I think that this will really help for the S&P 500, because it's a weighted index, and I just think a cheaper stock price, I just think it'll look better as they get things started off. And also, why this is really important is that there is an emotional aspect to deal with stock splits. So as you can see here, it says institutional shareholders don't care about the price of the stock, but for individual investors like Robinhood, you can offer to buy fractional shares, rendering stock splits useless. But I actually disagree with that. I still think people are very influenced by a stock price. A lot of people looked at Tesla's stock price and just thought, oh, it's too expensive. I can't buy it. Even though there's fractional shares on brokerages like Robinhood and Fidelity, things like that. I think price really does affect people emotionally. So now that they're going to see Tesla stock at just $300, I think emotionally they're going to think, okay, I can buy it now. It's more affordable, even though there's no really difference in the company. And that's something that Apple's done really, really well. Apple is a great company at playing to your emotions. They do it through their products. They hypnotize you with their expensive, you know, products that sell at a huge premium compared to most products on the marketplace. And they do the same thing with their stock. Apple has undergone, I believe, 5 stock splits, continuing to split the stock, continuing to manipulate the price and make it appear more cheaper to attract more investors. So that's exactly what's going on with Tesla here. It also says the stock options do make a difference for employees through the entire organization on the lower pay scales means they can only get a few shares. But it does also make a difference for guys like us on Robinhood who trade stock options as well. Stock options currently for Tesla were just so expensive, and now with the cheaper stock price, you're going to be able to play stock options on Tesla a lot cheaper. You know, it just was so expensive to get one Tesla stock option to control 100 shares. So now at around a $300 stock price, it's going to be a lot easier. So I really like what Tesla's doing here. I think taking the whole copying and mimicking what Apple did is a really, really smart idea. Apple's the most valuable company in the world, so obviously they're doing something right. So what does this mean for Tesla stock price? Well, the stock is up actually big in after hours, and it'll just be really interesting to see. We've got 3 big catalysts. So the first catalyst, obviously, the 5-for-1 stock split. A lot of people are going to be buying the stock to get the extra 4 shares, the S&P 500 inclusion, and battery day. So my guess was $2,000 by the end of the year for Tesla, but obviously that's pre-split adjusted. So I guess split adjusted price would be around $400 per share, which would be really nice to see out of Tesla. And I think that's achievable for them. Those 3 catalysts coming up should do wonders for the stock price. So, guys, if you guys don't have any shares of Tesla now is a great time to get in. Like I said, it's just the beginning of this decade. There's a lot of room for Tesla to grow into the future. I wouldn't worry about the fear of missing out and things like that. If you missed the run up in Tesla, Tesla being added to the S&P 500 is a huge deal. And the fact is that Tesla is continuing to innovate. They're going to continue to release new products, just like Apple's has done. So, I think a lot of people, maybe even 10 years ago, thought it was too late. They missed Apple. And then look at all the appreciation that kind of happened over the last decade. So I think you're going to see the same thing for Tesla. I think Tesla is definitely going to be a $1 trillion company in the future. There's just no doubt about it. They just have all of the check marks that you look for in a company. Excellent products, a cult-like following, strong management, and a company that's changing and innovating for the future. So they've got all those box checked off. So if you buy Tesla stock now, even if you just buy 1 share right now, that's all you can afford. Or maybe you can buy some more shares. Your 1 share is going to turn into 5 shares. And after that split adjusted stock price, I guarantee that price will continue to go up after the S&P 500 inclusion. So just all really nice signs here, guys. And it's been a wild ride for Tesla. I know for years people are hating on the stock, and it just seems like people are starting to come around, and really exciting to see what's going to happen for the rest of the decade. So that's it until now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the red subscribe button for more videos on Tesla. Full disclosure, I am a Tesla shareholder as well, and I'll be giving you guys updates as things transpire throughout the rest of the year and onwards throughout the rest of the decade. So that's until now, guys. Take care.